This is the football show. Now Chelsea took advantage of slip-up.
Garnacho and Chelsea at the moment. Do Chelsea need him? Would he fit in there? Can you see it happening?
I don't know. I think it suits the profile that Chelsea have been going for in the last few winners in terms of age and the experience that he has at his age. Like we said, when he burst to the scene at United, he was playing a lot of games this season. He's played more games than all of the wide men at Chelsea. And sometimes United fans think that that's actually a bad thing because of his age and, you know, there's going to be inconsistencies. You know, Enzo Maresca has said it with his side. You know, you can't expect 21, 22-year-olds to have a consistent season throughout the season. So I think it makes sense. I'm not sure if it's a move where he's going to start week in, week out, or whether it's going to disrupt maybe Sancho's progression that we've seen there, Madueke, Neto as well. But maybe with the Mudryk situation, João Felix has been linked with a move away as well. The money that they're asking for. You said earlier that United and Chelsea have got a good relationship, but I think the fee that they're asking for, I see it being one of those moves that could potentially go until like the last day of the window.
Yeah, for sure. But, you know, you look at that fee and then you look at the potential. Something that Chelsea do quite well, isn't it? They've signed a lot of young players. And I think it's like, where does Garnacho fit in the squad? Garnacho's played both on the right and the left and looked very good in both of those positions. You know, recently in the FA Cup game against Arsenal, got himself a really good assist where he was aggressive, he won the ball back and made the right decision. And I think we've got to keep going back 20 years old, 20 years old, 20 years old, because we look at him like he's a 25-year-old. You've got to think Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane, they hit their peak around 25, 26. So this player's got a massive amount of potential, and Manchester United would be silly to sell him now, given where he could go. But at the same time, the financial constraints at United at the moment, this might have to happen to allow someone like Dorgu to come in that's a little bit more important in terms of the system right now. But you don't sell your best young players, do you? So it's difficult.
Chelsea are in the market for a wide player as well. Jamie Gittins is another one that they're looking at. You do feel like if they are to push the button on Garnacho, there would have to be a fairly high-profile departure. Obviously, João Felix is one, maybe. Christopher Nkunku is another one that we've talked about in this transfer window as well. So if they were to push forward with Garnacho, you would feel like they might have to move someone out.
Yeah. Just back, because you've all sort of touched on the fee here, and put into context, Dave, why United are so sort of desperate to sell him. When he is, an academy graduate, only 20, and with all this potential as well. But just put into context the financial situation at Manchester United at the moment. Yeah,
I mean, I think United would say that they're not desperate to sell anyone at this point. I think there is a kind of realisation that no player is untouchable at Manchester United, and I think it's important also to point out that all the Premier League clubs, as we found out the other week, are compliant with PSR for the accounting period ending 2024, and this is the final year of those dreaded PSR as it stands, as we know it right now. But clubs are still having to be mindful of their